The veneers are shaking. The crime stories are shaking. The cargo is shaking. Los Angeles is shaking. The presidential election is shaking. I don't know who's shaking, Lil Yachty or Caribou. Cleveland, Ohio is shaking. This is a very sad story and trigger warning because this is about assault and essay of a little 5-year-old girl. A little girl in Cleveland was assaulted by a group of children ages 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to read what her mother had to say about what they did to this little angel. She's alive, but there's a lot. Trigger warning again. This is going to be hard to read. I haven't even read it because I wanted to read it with you guys. Let's talk about it. Now, this is coming from the page of her mother. Her mother's name is Antavia Kennebrew. So she said, on September 13th, 2025, my daughter resided at a trusted family member's residence around the area of 145th in St. Clair while I underwent a medical procedure. While she was away, I got a call from my family member stating that my daughter walked out of her house and she couldn't find her anywhere, that the authorities were contacted, and I immediately was filled with panic. I rushed out of my house and arrived to the scene. As soon as I got there, I ran to the emergency truck where I found my daughter unresponsive, bloody with her hair pulled from her scalp and her body covered in bruises, her fingernails filled in dirt and her eyes were filled with blood, her neck showing signs of strangulation, her mouth and lips bloody, and her private area filled with debris, dirt, and a big lump on her head. I couldn't believe what I saw in front of me. My daughter did not look like herself. She was traumatized. She was shaking up a group of bigger kids. She was shaken up by a group of bigger kids around the ages of 8, 9, and 10. Walked up to my daughter, presenting themselves as friendly. Took her by the hand, walked her to a field that was far away from the residence. In that field, they beat my daughter until she was unconscious. They ripped out her hair. They held my daughter down as they assaulted her. They also shoved sticks down her throat and down her private area. They stripped her naked and strangled her with her own shirt. One of the children then proceeded to take out his private area and leave her covered in their urine as they beat her and penetrated her until she was unconscious and unresponsive. Out of the 3 kids integrated their teeth on my baby's bottom area to hold her still as they assaulted her So they bit her backside. To hold her still as they assaulted her. The kids then left her where she was not at all telling no adult. Because there's no periods, because I know this lady was typing with her emotions. They then left her where she was not at all telling no adult, thinking they succeed in killing her. And they would continue playing my family member as she was still looking for my daughter, saw 2 out of the 3 children that lived on her street. Let's continue to read. We're not judging this mother. Like we said, we know she's typing with her emotions. But we're going to start at the bite on the backside. They assaulted her and they left her where she was not telling no adult, thinking that they succeed in taking her life. Then they continued playing my family member as she was still looking for my daughter. Saw 2 out of the 3 children that lives on her street that she had not known at the time harm my daughter, and walked up to them and asked them if they saw a little girl. Then they stared at her with no remorse and told her no, and continued playing, knowing what they just did and done to my daughter. As a family member went back to her house waiting on the authorities, the same kids who she had questioned came to their house with their mother saying that so we're starting right here, saying that they know where my daughter is. Them same 2 kids that stated that they did not know where my daughter was, now with their mother, took my family member to where my daughter was found in the field naked, brutally beaten, penetrated, and unresponsive. Her clothes, her hair, later found her shoes was scattered all around the field. My cousin, panicky, placed my daughter in the vehicle, rushed her back to the house, and continued waiting for the authorities to get there. My daughter's completely traumatized. I am completely traumatized. These kids broke my daughter's spirit. They took away her boundaries. They penetrated her and constantly beat her. I never want to get in the media involved because I didn't want my daughter's trauma plastered everywhere. When she has I think she's trying to say when she has to constantly see what happened to her and what she's been through, I also trusted that she was going to get the justice that she needed. I'm bringing this to the media today because the authorities are failing my daughter, and they're trying to tell me that two of the kids can't and won't be charged because they are 8 and 9 years old, even though they attempted to murder my baby. They assaulted her and beat her, and they are saying legally these boys cannot be charged. I need help and I need justice for my daughter. I have reached out to Legal Aid, the Cleveland Metropolitan Bar Association, for legal help, and I also reached out to the our grape crisis to get me a victim advocate that I was told can help me on the criminal justice side. I have been advocating for my daughter and I'm not getting any help. I also contacted the mayor of Cleveland office to try to get help and I have not received any. I need you all to understand if them two kids' mother did not make them boys go back to my family member and let her know where my daughter was at, my baby wouldn't have been found right now. My baby wouldn't be alive. They literally tried to kill my daughter. These are not normal kids. Their selves and their parents need to be held accountable. My daughter is not the same. She is having behavioral problems. She is mentally not okay. I am mentally not okay. Okay, me getting justice for my daughter makes me feel like not getting justice for my daughter makes me feel like I failed her. She's saying self-harm things and she's breaking down. She's saying self-harm things and she is breaking down. And I'm breaking down with her. I have set her up with a therapist and I'm also seeking one for myself. I cannot sleep. I can barely eat. I keep repeating the images of my baby in that field. She's only 5. These horrific things has happened to her. Please help me look at this. Please help me. Look at this as if it was your own kid. This is not gossip. This is not funny matter. This is nothing not to take serious. This is our lives. Please help us. There's way more graphic photos of my daughter when she looked way worse that I'm not comfortable posting. And that is sincerely the mom. If you want to see this post, this is the mom's social media page. Looks like she loves her daughter. Her daughter's at the top of it. And it says she does not have the platform in the following, but I do. Now, along with that post that we just read, her mother, Tavia, she posted pictures of her so cute. Look, first of all, they have a beautiful deck. You could tell this little girl's raised right by her little outfit. Just so age appropriate. Those monsters. I don't care if they're 8, 9, and 10. They're monsters. They need to go to prison. Not even just jail. They need to go to prison with grown people. Okay, and she made it clear. Now, in the post, the mother, and a lot of people said children, but they confirmed here that it was 8 and 9 and 10-year-old boys. So she was assaulted by little boys. It says mom is told they're too young to prosecute. They will be under the jail, but someone has to know how to help her. So we're here to tell your story. We're here to tell your baby story. We're here to get her help. Here's the GoFundMe. The little girl's name is A-Marie. And it says, hello, guys. Hey, guys. I saw all your messages. Asked me to set up a GoFundMe for Marie. I don't want anything from anybody, just genuine support and love. But seeing how much you guys really want to give for her, I set up one for her. I didn't put a goal, just $1, because it's not about the money for us. I need y'all to know this is real and it's affecting our everyday life. But thank you to Marie's internet aunties and uncles that want to help. You got one right here. I'm going to war for you, A-Marie. This ain't over, baby. Trust me, it ain't over. It's a lot of things going on with young boys in the community today. Violent video games, violence in music, over-sexualized content on the internet, over-sexualized video games, over-sexualized music. We're all experiencing a childless childhood for these children, okay? And for them to do this, not only did they see it somewhere, somebody told them that this actions was perpetuated was okay. You know, this is okay to do to a little girl. This is what they're probably taught to think about young ladies, young women. They disposed of her like she was nothing. And you're everything to us, A-Marie, and we are going to find justice for you.